if we were all trying to carry that around the table, if we had those sort of elections, it would be immense. So, yes, we're quite happy to release the information. Certainly there's been a growth in resignations. I was part of it.
You were that
For good reason, in my view. But then again, what I'm saying is, it's been difficult through this last few years to get members of council, and certain changes that have taken place purely down to personality in other cases have caused some problems. But it's steady down. We have the other one.
I hope so, because as I said, I mean, when Sue came along, I was glad to go up to. I went several times to you, come back, please, which obviously you did. Then I've done my best to, get, but I didn't realise you were to have that sort of problem now. But at the moment, life is not that easy here.
I think there are more than one reason. Not so many deaths. I don't think I've recorded a death rather than that. But obviously, where there's been a genuine disagreement that was not acceptable to that particular member, and they resigned on that basis. That's been the main reason. And will continue to be so, because if you can't work with the rest of the team, then you may as well leave the flock.
But far as I'm concerned, there's only one person to resign here is Caroline, and it was lost to everybody here. You know well as I do. If you didn't want to go, if somebody didn't make a remark here to say, the whole corrupt.
Excuse me, that's not my question.
Sorry?
Well, I said can't give the information until Louis come back, then we can give you all the information.
I'll record that it's to be actioned when the usual clerk returns.
Yes.
Thank you.
So the next question, again from Helen. When vacancies have occurred, were they advertised promptly and according to the standing orders? Can this be verified?
Can you read again, young lady?
When vacancies have occurred, were they advertised promptly and according to the standing order? Can that be verified?
Only by the wage, Sam.
Pardon?
Only by the wage, Carl.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, he was dealt with officially, which I'm going to speak to Louis, what you doing, and then we normally write to the council, subsume them, and then come back again, and if then give it display of all the document, and then if nobody will apply for it, and then basically you ask for a go-up.
If I may, Chairman, two sessions about them, there's been a number of them, but they were always done very promptly. Things like, relationships and sending in wording which should be required, leave, etc. We missed that over the years, because obviously we didn't go for legal enforcement, or legal requirements immediately. We used to make the decisions in the council and try and find the information for the councils, etc. But as regards the actual action by the clerks, both this clerk and I rest the soul of the clerk previously, they were always good, in my view.
Well, I've been there with you many times.
Yeah.
We get on well. And some cases we would push to the side as well, but then again, that's life.
Yeah. Well, that's the only verification we can get at this stage, without obviously going through records. And the records will only say, or give you copies of things like advertising and sales. But all, as you say, went through the legal council, and it was the legal council that in fact initiated the co-op agreement, in the sense of they said, yes, you can go ahead and do it. We couldn't do anything on our own back, we had to wait for them. And the election, people then took care of it, and also made sure.
But it is, always remind the people as well, it's not cheap. I can't remember when the last time election we had one. It's £5,500.
That's right, yeah.
£5,500 or £6,000 it cost. right? But there again, that's the democratic process. That's what you want. It's there for you. You can take it, you know, or leave it. That means, end of the day, indirectly, you're going to pay for it. Because precept will go up, right? So it's all right to say, you know, okay, we have election. Well, you're talking for just having one person for, you know, £5,000–6,000 cost. Are you happy with your, sorry, are you happy with
My
that?
name's Helen Bridget.
Yeah. Are you happy with that answer?
I'm quite prepared to receive answers at a future meeting, and I don't intend them to cause people a lot of work. I would like to thank Keith and Tom for the answers they did send to me, because they're councillors and Sue Rogers who have replied to me. I understand that it's a difficult question.
It's not difficult, no, so carry on.
It may require quite a lot of research, but yeah, if you can get any information about the figures, looking forward to what the prospects of devolution may be when parish councils take on extra and more important roles, for example in planning. Our thoughts are with the future, who represents us and how democratically they were elected. So that's behind my question, the future, not the past.
Well, we get the information when obviously everything is done known, but all the information is somewhere written in the big folders.
And I did make another point, which Ruby might be referring to. It's just briefly to say that it's awful trying to listen in your meetings, and especially for the people who have a hearing loss. Here present are 2 people affected, at least to my knowledge, by hearing loss.
I have written that down to raise.
Thanks, Ruby.
And then I think your final question was that we've sort of touched upon was the number of co-options and by-elections, but again, I suspect that the clerk will need to pull that information out. Maybe SMGC will hold that, the number of by-elections.
Thank you.
Yes, keep on.
I'm not up to jump into time, I'm just wanted to answer the last question. I have a lot of sympathy for the question of speaking. And one of the things we're going to do at the meetings around this, at one stage, is make sure that when somebody has a question or wishes to speak, they stand. And when they speak clearly then, and make sure it's clear. We don't do that. We start off clear, and then we go down. And it is difficult to hear. I don't know whether it is at all. You would ask the question,
But in the standing
some
orders.
sort of a microphone, you know,
Yeah.
but I think that would be expensive as against the training that you would get if you went to Stafford County Council. Is that everybody is called by their name, councillor, whoever, so everybody knows who it is, and then they're asked to stand, and then make a point, then sit down. So not only are they recognised by standing, they also speak better than other people.
That's a good point.
Is there anything else there?
That's it.
Yes, Sue.
Just going back to the standing orders, it was agreed during discussion that people would only have to raise their hand because of potential mobility issues, which might make it difficult for people to stand. And that, I know we haven't approved these documents yet, but that was what was discussed at the standing orders.
Thank you. Any others?
Yes,